Shout out to everybody, thank you for tuning in to the Packy Ganja Show. Now let's begin. Packy dabs on the round from the left to the right. Super Audio's the network, spark up the live.
Audio and eyesight, Packy Ganja Show take flight. So fire up the episode, that be so tight. Just finished hump day with some blunt energy. Pack a bowl in the ball, take a dab, we get halfway.
Oh, it's the Packy Ganja Show, let's go.
Oh, it's the Packy Ganja Show, let's go. Oh, it's the Packy Ganja Show, let's go. Oh, the Packy Ganja Show, let's go.
What's good, y'all?
What's up?
It's that time again.
What time is it?
Stoner time after 7 p.m.
And what time is that for?
The Packy Ganja Show. That's to my right here. We got my man Bill Blackman, a.k.a. Pakitan.
What the fuck, Packy?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
And of course, I'm your boy Pepper Ganja.
There he goes again.
And of course, on the ones and twos, we got my man Roxy now. And of course, we got our Captain Dre Day all day.
Yeah, that's my heavy.
And joining us as a special guest host tonight, we got my man Camel 211 in the house. The guy in the couch.
The guy in the couch right here.
He just basically woke up today.
Just to say what's up.
But on the line, we got an old school brother of mine. I mean, we go way back over 20 years now. And I remember him when he was still going for culinary school, trying to fundraise money to get to go to culinary school. And now seeing what he's doing now is awesome. We got my man Scion, aka Chef Michael, on the line.
Yo, what's up, fellas? How's everybody today?
Man, we
yes,
good,
sir.
we good. How about you?
Man, just living life. Hump day.
Yeah.
Midweek.
I hear you, man. But now I see you are hella fucking busy now. Like we appreciate that you gave us some time because I've seen what you do. You constantly out there. Doing your thing, catering and work. I mean, how is it right now? Like,
just busy, man. Just trying to stay busy and just keeping me, sharp, basically, in my skill traits and just trying to reach to the top.
Yo, man, you know what's dope? I was just thinking of back when, because I remember there was one time when we were having this is actually about almost 20 years ago. It was about 2004. We were having like a thing with the PCC Mecha at my house. We were making we're getting for a protest, designing everything, and we're doing a paper mache and everything like that. And it was an anti-Columbus Day, and we had some piece of meat that was up in my mom's fridge, and you cooked it all up. And shit was bomb. Shit was fire.
Good. I got scared.
Man, I don't remember what it was or what I created, but I kind of reflect back then. It was definitely a minute ago. You said 04, right?
Yeah, 04.
Wow.
Damn. And this is when you're like on your way. I think you were barely starting to get up in culinary arts and things like that.
Now, yeah, not a lot of people know, man. I was grinding, hustling at that time. Just in a poverty state almost, and you guys were the first to help me out, and places I didn't even have to sleep. I mean, you guys took me in. That's how close we are. We're practically family,
Yeah. I mean, even let's put it this way. Even my parents remember you. My mom, he was, wait, did he ever become a chef? I remember he was going for it. I was like, yeah. And I told her what you do. She's like, oh wow, okay, so he's really doing. That's dope. Like, that's cool. Like,
so he graduated from culinary arts, or he's still going?
Oh no, he's
no. Yeah. I did my 4 years in culinary arts and management, and just been working with my head down ever since, and just progressing basically.
What do you specialize in, or do you cook anything, or is there a certain type of food that you only cook?
There's been like phases in my career. You know, I'm definitely French trained. I trained in Spain early on, and you know, in my 20s, and lived in Spain, and traveled through like Western Europe, Portugal, and just studied a lot with like different chefs around the world, and you know, their particular style. I had a time or a moment where I studied a lot in the UK and worked with Gordon Ramsay here in Los Angeles at the London Hotel. Yeah, I did my pretty much out of culinary school kind of internship over there, and that's where like it broke to me like how to become what you know what it makes, you know, for you to become a chef, really.
Yeah. Now, out of everything that you've cooked, what's your favorite dish preparing?
My favorite dishes,
fish sticks.
You're stupid.
So let's say like through culinary school, I don't take back whatever I've learned in culinary school, even though I've learned a lot more out of you know, becoming a graduate alumni from the Art Institute of Los Angeles. And you know, a lot of people coming from out of there became really great chefs. One of them was Naisha Arrington. She actually works side by side with Gordon Ramsay on the new show Next Level Kitchen. I believe you guys might have copped it or seen it after the Super Bowl. But
I love that show. Gordon Ramsay's my guy.
Right. Yeah. Very good mentor, and I remember working in their establishment. The day of orientation took about 7 hours, and just hearing about, you know, his life and his contribution to the culture and the industry itself, and things that I didn't even know about. Walked in and basically started reading his 3 Michelin star books, and you know, just taking in pieces of his knowledge into what I own today.
And being a chef is an artwork. I have a few friends who are other chefs, and they tell me all the crazy stuff that they learn, and how a lot of meals are prepped, and how long it takes just to make one meal. Like it's intense what you guys go through.
Sure, yeah, it's definitely mentally and physically, you know, preparing for something like that, and discipline, and you know, there's so many other elements and aspects of, you know, having to, you know, further, you know, your progression in the career itself. So there's a lot that I've learned, and you know, you had to kind of come in with, you know, with a humble attitude, and understand there's a lot to this. You know, there's humility, there's teamwork, and having to respect, you know, each other, and you know, just welcoming all that you're learning at the same time. I remember, you know, getting out of culinary school, I wasn't really getting paid that much. I wasn't financially sound to set up myself, you know, and living a proper way. You know, I had a studio apartment, just living very, very, you know, low end for the most part, and then you know, watching myself progressing, and you know, now basically demanding what I'm worth now. It's a different world today than what it was back then. It's definitely you know, the moon and sun for the most part, or sun and moon.
Yes. So yeah, and I noticed, you know, coming from like, you know, being an MC and a beat maker as well, having that background. Do you ever sometimes look at a similarity in the art form of it? Is like, you know, because definitely with cooking, it comes with a lot of timing, a lot of, you know, different passion, a lot of different, you know, filling in the gaps with, you know, whether it be different flavors or different recipes might be different, similar to different styles. Have you ever looked at it that way?
Also, have you ever gotten Gordon Ramsay to bust a freestyle? Go ahead.
Have I heard Gordon Ramsay bust a freestyle? Was that the question?
No,
I haven't. No, I haven't heard of bust a freestyle.
No, but that would be hilarious. You as an artist, have you ever kind of caught yourself kind of like comparing it a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think that's a great question, because that's how I kind of, you know, look at it in retrospect of how I cook, and when I layer my flavors, it's somewhat like in beat making, where more or less you can taste or feel or hear where that sound should be, or you know, cooking has its own aspiration in a way.
Of course, yeah.
It's you know, it's similar in where basically, you know, you're this is an art for the people. You know, you're putting this out for, you know, on the table for people to enjoy. It's entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember having to interview a chef in Chicago in 2006. His name was Hamaru Kantu, and he was an Iron Chef. He battled Morimoto the first time and beat him. But yeah, he battled Morimoto and beat him. So he was a chef that throughout culinary school I was fond of, because he was doing a particular style that not a lot of chefs were really embracing yet, you know, with this molecular gastronomy and having to break through in a way to kind of, you know, differentiate different textures and flavors and colors and just playing with the mind and the tongue, you know, and making his food, you know, project a certain way. But he was speculating how cooking is like the opera, you know, and or like if you're going to see a band or orchestra, for instance, and you have all these different instruments and different musicians playing, you know, different keys, and they're on, you know, on point, you know, along with the beat. So it's kind of like that when you're in the kitchen, when you're working with different chefs, and you know, it's more or less like, you know, we're creating a different sound, and it, you know, it's how we progress as a chef, basically.
The meal is the beat.
Yeah.
And the ingredients is the snare, the drums, and all that stuff. That's what it means.
Hey, but when you say he beat him, was that like Iron Chef?
Huh?
Yeah, he beat Iron Chef Morimoto. You can look him up. His name is Hamaru Kantu.
I used to love that
He had a restaurant. Yeah, me too.
Oh man.
Ever since, yeah, man, the Japanese versions were the best. You know, the first original ones. But yeah.
So what exactly?
Chef Sakai.
What exactly made you fall in love with this art form? You know, or like, what made you say, you know what? I know this is what I want to do. This is my passion, and I know I'm gonna excel and become great at this. Like, what was it about cooking that motivated you and made you fall in love with cooking?
Mainly, I think it was just the organic nature of it all, you know, and a lot of my heritage, you know, the family that raised me, you know, grew up on a farm. So a lot of my uncles and aunts, they went out and hunted for their food. You know, I had aunts that knew how to hunt, you know, knew how to shoot rifles and stuff like that. So, and my grandfather was a farmer, and when he passed, he passed, and you know, he was 103 when he passed. It was in the mid 90s. He was born in the 1800s, 1893, I believe, or 96, one of those years, yeah. So when he passed, Bill Clinton actually was in office and wrote him a presidential letter, and that's how you know, significant he was in the community where he was from in Arkansas. So you know, having to learn about that and understand that my grandmother was a great cook, you know, in her younger years, and people in the community would always go to her for recipes, and you know, she had so many different recipes that she was great to, you know, to be known for. Later down was passed down to my mother and my aunts, and you know, every year, every so often in the holidays, Thanksgiving, there was these recipes and things that I learned about that, you know, other people, you know, that I grew up here in California didn't know. You know what I mean? So I was learning other things that you couldn't really find. So it just had me grasp more, and also the fact of me traveling young and into different cultures and different countries and trying different foods and being fond of different flavors. It just kind of, you know, maximized like me to want to do this.
No, that's crazy, because like I know there's a lot of cooks out there that their palate's more intense than anybody else's. Yeah. How else can they create such amazing food? And I know that's what my friend tells me. Like
Paragon can taste. He can smell with his taste.
Yeah. No, right. my friend who specializes in like Italian food and everything. That's what he talks about. He's talks about how his palate is more intense. Like it's what helps him create the food that he does, and he does everything from scratch as far as the dough, and he makes the pasta old school way on things like their like guitar strings or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how old school he was, and how they taught him, and how he talks about the palate and everything. It's just crazy. It's amazing.
Yeah,
how you guys get
Italian.
down.
I think it was hitting on you.
Italian food is Italian's authentic because these recipes come from their family, just like mine. So, it rotates, from generation to generation, and having to intensify those apparatuses of those flavors. So, food is always progressing, and there's always so much to learn. You could be, learning how to cook for the rest of your life, and you won't be considered the greatest chef until you have mastered, a certain particular level. But more or less, I like Italian food. I've trained with a lot of Italian chefs. Matt Molina was a protege of Nancy Silverton, and we're good friends. He's the executive chef of Hippo in Highland Park, where me and Paragon, met up, and we hung out. So I have a lot of memories being out there and cooking in that kitchen, looking out of the kitchen and seeing the streets of Highland Park. It brought back a lot of memories, but also just the great energy, the vibe that of me being there for that moment of time.
You were even staying out there for a quick minute too.
Yeah,
staying right there off of Fig. I forgot what the street was, but I remember it was right there off of Fig for a minute. I remember for a minute. So yeah, and you were also staying at the Manor too, for a quick second too. I remember too.
Mm-hmm.
So that was back in the day.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
You brought that up, most chefs, they specialize in one thing, and they like a pastry chef or
that's what I was asking.
So what's your one thing that you do like that's your passion that you want to master before this life takes you away? That's Graham. Sorry.
Right. I would love to get into pastries. It's something I haven't really focused on throughout my career. More or less, I'm more into the savory side of things. It's not like I haven't baked or haven't been able to, explore those options.
What do you want to master? Like, is it sushi? Is it steak? Is it what do you want to master that you could have down pat no matter what? Do it better than Gordon.
Is it French food?
More or less, yeah. Gordon. See, this is the thing about Gordon. Gordon is very confident, and that's what it's going to take, is confidence when you go into these kitchens, into these arenas. Because if you're told to be doing something, if it's sushi or pasta, or if it's fish or meat station, or if you're in pastry station or whatever it is, if you're even dishwashing, you're going to want to have to get into that arena and do the best that you can, or even master it as quick as possible. So I've been thrown certain things to get done, and the job has to get done and be executed the right way. And I believe when I was going to culinary school, my first culinary chef told me that this is a martial art. This is something that you take with you. This is something that you have to be confident about and inspire the next generation after you.
You always got to sharpen your skills, like martial
arts.
You
got to keep sharpening. Yeah, you got to keep sharpening your skills. There's so many great cooks out there. Shout out to my boy Roji Bro on Instagram. I remember working in a pizzeria. We're in a pizzeria school. And we had master pizziolos and apprentices there, and that taught me how to do pizzas and to do pizza. And at first they weren't really sure how fast I would learn, because it would take years to learn. It took me a few months,
Nice.
so it's about confidence. It's about wielding that opportunity and taking it straight forward.
Oh man. Yeah. Aside from cooking, you're also into sneakers, aren't you?
Sneakerhead, yes. I love sneakers. Love Nikes.
Bro,
Nike.
I had no idea how big sneaker love was and shit. And I didn't even know there was a sneaker con.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what
SneakerCon,
the
yeah.
fuck?
I went last year. Yeah.
That
was
is
awesome.
crazy.
Of course, it's a sneaker con, fool.
There's a con for everything.
Yeah, there is.
I've watched.
There's a con for fucking dick sucking and shit. There's got
adult con.
Don't act like you don't know the dick con. Hey, but I've watched.
I've never been to that one.
I've watched 3 shows on Netflix about sneakers.
Yeah? Bro, dude, I
don't even like shoes.
Dude, I'm the type of person I won't pay no more than $60 for a pair of fucking shoes and shit, dude.
I was looking for some Lego. I was looking for the Adidas ones for my son. I don't know if you've seen those.
Nah.
The first ones that came out, yeah. I was looking everywhere for those. I couldn't find them.
What's the most you ever paid for a pair of sneakers?
Damn, they'll tell the IRS.
Man. I know, right?
Back, you should put you on blast.
I'm not gonna go exaggerate prices, but I mean maybe $500-$600. You know.
See, I could never do that, dude. Like for a pair of shoes, and if I would pay for that for a pair of shoes, I'll just put it on display.
I think I went over a little bit of a
But
bill.
you paid that much for a hooker.
No, I know. She was only $20.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, I thought you actually paid
Depending-
60.
Yeah.
Depending on what type of hooker you get, you know, Stormy Daniels is out of the question. You can't get that for $600.
Not anymore.
That's 100K apparently.
It's 100K and shit. But nah, bro, yeah. The most I ever paid for a pair. The most that I ever paid for a pair of shoes was $70, and it's a pair of shoes that I'm wearing right now.
70?
Yeah.
Hey, I paid $120 for those soap shoes. Remember those? Those ones you could grind with.
Oh,
those ones. Okay, yeah. I remember those.
$120.
For sure.
See, I paid $70,
And I got no bitches.
and I've been having these shoes for
they lied
like.
to me on the commercial.
I've been having these shoes for like.
Well,
3
you were
years
able to
already.
you were able to get around faster, right?
Not even. I hurt myself.
How did you fall on your ass?
What about you, Kama? What's the most you ever paid for a pair of shoes?
It was some blue Jordans 140. They really caught my attention. I don't even know. Like,
140?
Yeah, I think it was like.
Where
140.
from?
I forgot.
Hey, who was she?
Huh?
Who was she? Who was working there that hustled you?
Blue Jays are dope.
What J's do you get? What number J's? What are the favorites?
What it were, dude, but I just got it because I wanted to match my fucking my jersey for the show and shit.
They weren't ones, they weren't fours.
Got you.
Yeah, so fucking, I'm not like really a shoe fanatic, but that was the most I said. Like, hey, you know what? If I'm gonna get some good shoes, let me get some shit.
Right.
What
You
about-
gotta get retros, man. They gotta be retro Jordans, man.
What about you, Paragon?
All day.
For one pair, maybe like probably something around there, like a bill 40. No, but you know the Jordans, I remember getting where I got. Well, this is back in the day. It was like 05, 06. I got a pair for like 85. But I think I might have caught some for like, you know, but see, that was after like tax and everything like that for that to happen. So it might have been like, not even that, maybe 120. I might even say might be the most.
I just copped some Radio Raheems, Jordan 2s.
Oh, I seen those.
You know what I mean?
I seen
500?
Those are fresh.
I'm not a big Jordan or Nike fan and shit, but those look fresh and shit, dude.
You see them? You looked them up?
Those
Yeah, those Radio Raheems are no joke, man.
Yeah.
I love those.
I got some
Jordan
Nike
2s.
Cortezes.
I want the little Nas X with the blood in it.
Hey, those
You
are
want the
expensive.
Nas X with the blood in it? He's got a pair of shoes now?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that? That was like the thing a couple months ago. It was like, yeah.
What about you, Rock? Like, what's the most pay you pay for a
I
pair
got
of shoes?
some winter Jordans.
For how
They
much?
were about like $230.
Nah, but what about the cowboy boots that you wear that were like 500?
Cowboy boots.
They were made out of snake.
Cowboy boots.
I got.
Yeah, I did get
the
a
beans for like 130 or something.
Oh shit. Yeah, the Adidas that I'm wearing right now, they're high tops, and I paid $70 for it.
Beans.
75 with tax.
I paid 20.
That's the
bucks for my
most
shoes.
I ever paid for.
Were the cowboy boots off of Pacific?
Yeah. Yep. I do.
Man, believe it or not, I got some Vans kitchen shoes, but they're made from Hadley and Bennett. They're like a company that makes like aprons, right? They costed about a bill 25 for them.
Wow.
But they're like the most comfortable kitchen shoes I've ever worn
They
throughout my
better
career,
be.
man.
Yeah.
They better be.
Yeah, right. I've been searching for shoes like this, and I barely found them. I'm like, yeah, these are it. They're light. I could be on my feet for 10 hours, not even feel a thing. So,
Yep.
yeah, for those that cop those Hadley and Bennett's, get those for show.
And what is your chef jacket Gucci? Is it all Gucci'd out?
Yeah, right.
Hey, for you, okay.
Nah.
One more question before we get to Rock's set.
Yeah.
For you being a sneaker fanatic,
Stitch.
yeah.
I was like, damn, bro.
What do you think about the people that are buying just regular shoes and creating their own design on it and selling it for like a
that's
ridiculous
dope.
amount of
That's
money?
dope.
Oh, those are dope, man. Man, much love to people that are creating their own shoes and designs, man.
Some
That's,
people
you
be
know,
like, "Oh, it's not authentic. It's not authentic."
No.
I've heard some people bitch about
it's
those.
entrepreneurial for
Hold
sure.
on. There's a difference. I'm selling you shoes, and I'm not trying to pass them on. I made these. I took some shoes, I modified them, but I'm not trying to get some shoes and make them Nikes. Like some people are trying to make bootlegs of shoes and fucking pass them off. As
No, yeah.
Yeah,
No, but there's been people that I've seen
I would buy those
have been complaining about that.
I would buy the Pokemon kicks that shoot fire out of them, bro. Those shits are dope.
Or that shoots water.
That shoots water.
What about those Playboy Eddie T-shirts, Paragon?
Yo, custom sneakers are fresh, man. They tend to be more expensive. They tend to be more expensive though. They tend to be a lot more like up in price, like 10,000, 20,000 for custom, sneakers, Jordans and whatnot.
Really?
What's that one?
And whatnot.
I'm gonna figure out how to do that. I'm gonna make custom shoes now.
Yeah, man. What's that ball player? He was on the Milwaukee Bucks. I forgot what team he's on now. I think he's on the Miami Heat now. But he's like one of the known like sneakerheads like in the league. But he basically buys a bunch of custom shoes.
PJ
He has like
Tucker?
some of the most expensive sneakers.
PJ Tucker?
What's his name?
PJ Tucker?
PJ Tucker. Yeah, that's his name. PJ Tucker. Yep.
He's playing for...
Bingo.
who's he playing for?
Imagine you have your own.
Yeah,
shoes.
he
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's up? He actually he knows KD, Kevin Durant, and they're good. I guess they've known each other for a long time. But it's funny. I've been doing a little business with Kevin Durant lately. I actually got to meet up with him tomorrow and figure out some business. Yeah, so that's one of my clients
Hey,
that I've been trying to
Plays for the
set up.
Sixers.
Can you do me a favor? Just tell him I said hi.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll shout you guys out for sure. I'll show you. Yeah,
You
for
don't even
sure.
have to tell him who he is. Just tell him, hey, some guy said hi. Don't worry about it. Back to this.
Yes,
Back to
man.
this.
Hey, before we get out of here, can you let people know where they can find you?
I'm gonna let them know, man. But like, yo, KD, you gotta peep out the Packing Ganja show. Every
Like,
Wednesday.
"Ooh, give me the shoes, man. Get out of here.
I know, right? Now he's actually pretty cool, man. I met him last year. Went down to his house, watched the NBA Finals and
That's
shit.
dope. That's dope.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
wanted him to be on the. Well, I'm a Clipper fan. I'm sorry, whatever.
Clippers,
I wanted him on the
baby.
Clippers, but I knew he was going
Uh-oh.
to come. I knew he was going to come.
Yeah, we got two Clipper fans in here.
Yeah.
Dre and Pat.
I just want him to go easy on the Lakers because we're Laker fans over here. You know what I mean?
Hey, Clippers are looking strong this season, yo. They got freaking Westbrook,
Whatever.
man.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, sure.
where can they find you at if anybody wants to get a hold of you?
Yeah, they want to get a hold of you. Where can they find you?
So basically, I'm on Instagram at MCA_chef. My website right now is building and destroying right now, so I got to redevelop it back up. But I'm doing so much right now. I'm working on a family cookbook.
Nice.
I'm working on a spice and condiment line, exotic spice and condiment line, and then I'm also trying to get these R&D like series on TikTok, where you can kind of like see what I'm working on like up and close, and possibly it's like a cooking show in a way, but more or less like showing people like what I go through when I'm developing like concepts and ideas, you know what I mean,
that's cool.
and building components for like plates that I make.
I gotta check that out, man.
Nice. And anybody
sir.
want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, man. I definitely want to give a shout out to my son Mansa, of course, and the young god out there. Brilliant. He's about to turn 6 next month, and he gives me inspiration every day. What I do for a living. So he wants to be a chef himself, so he's always into like baking and just showing him the ropes early on for the most part. But shout out to him. Shout out to my family, my nephew Dante, my cousin Mike, my mom, Mama Connie, young Baklava, and God. Basically without him, I wouldn't be here where I'm at today.
Nice word. That's what's up. That's
That is
what's
dope.
up.
That is dope.
Yeah. So, but like I said, thank you for your time, and we definitely feel blessed, and honored, to be able to interview you again, and still wish you and congratulations for everything that you have been doing lately.
You too, man. You too.
Hopefully,
best of luck to I know you still on the rise, so
hopefully
and shout out to Super Audio Network for having you guys on this show, killing it every fucking week, man. I love it.
Good looking out.
Hopefully one day we'll get you in here. We'll get to try some of your delicious food, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to do that.
We'll
We got to do that. Yeah, we got to do that. We got to do that soon.
Paragon will pay for everything.
It's on his tab.
Okay, let's do
Rock for
I'll make sure it's vegetarian for Rock. I'll make sure it's vegan for Rock.
No, fuck that.
Sure.
It's a carnivore party.
He's gonna learn today.
Only.
You
Okay,
already know.
It's gonna be delicious, man. You'll love it. Trust me. You won't even think.
I don't even know the difference, Packy.
Only if Rock brings some putos.
Oh yeah.
We'll make some vegetarian pupusas. Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay. All right, my family.
Rock for now. Please do your thing, por favor.
Paragon, man. Much love.
Much
what
love,
you're doing,
man.
man. Every week. Thank you for calling me up and bringing me on.
Oh,
This is the second time, so it's third time's a charm.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, work.
All right.
One love.
Peace.
Peace.
Rock for now, por favor. Hey, last time
Enquanto menor embrasa com a garrafa transparente. 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 Balançou, a brisa subiu pra mente. Enquanto menor embrasa com a garrafa transparente. 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 Balançou, a brisa subiu pra mente. Enquanto menor embrasa com a garrafa transparente. Enquanto menor embrasa com a garrafa transparente. Enquanto menor embrasa com a garrafa transparente. Enquanto menor embrasa com a garrafa transparente.
light till the lift gets stuck. Lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. Coming down, coming down, coming down. Let's wake them up to the sound, yeah. They tell you pull over, tell you get out the car. Don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. They wanna see your hands, tell you hold up your arms. Don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. Free when you're alone, waiting for your kid. School bus to arrive, but you know they're gonna do it anyway. Reaching for your keys, wait, is that your phone? Got a TPI. Wait, is that police? Get out for what? I'm not your guy. They're gonna do it anyway. Right behind the trees, trying to tell you don't. They're about to fire. They're gonna do it anyway.
It was a Friday night. This chick was looking to start a fight, and she threw it down. She looked like she could all night. I was crossing the road. A man and his dog met the end as they were going to eat. Careless walking around in your feet. He's all along the streets. 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 Along the streets. I'm standing outside the park, 'cause smoking and drinking's my thing. Before we head to the club, I'm thinking I'll lose everything. And what's the point of it all? Who's ever seen an actual rat in a race? Speed looks in a hurry. What a look of sorrow in his face. He's out along the streets. 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 He's out along the streets.
Circling the premises, circling the premises. Redefine my mind's open since Genesis. Careful how I move, 'cause on the real, yo, they watching us. Get a birds in the sky with them high-powered binoculars. I made my way out of hell. On the streets, talking to myself, being scoped by Majestic 12. The world in my possession with the words I speak. Found from the lesson, motherfucker, I know it's steep. Black holes, killer drones, tap phones and lost manuscripts. Microchips embedded in your skin. So why the fuck would you win? Never. If I don't believe in the sin, I'm the first and the last. Killer tracks with Geneva acts in my raps. I adapt like ashwagandha, and that's a fact. Throw your L's in reverse. Now that's a J in your hand, motherfucker. Let me show you how it works.
Slow bullets, no footage. When you see the devil in your sight, look through the scope. Trigger, pull it. Demons want your soul. Bohemian Grove. At the crossroad, Big Judas, Killer Priest, Anunnaki Gold. Slow bullets, no footage. When you see the devil in your sight, look through the scope. Trigger,
Balls in the house. Listen to the rap daddy. Who pull a Mac gladly from the black caddy. I did that so you could eat. Not so that you can be me, but you could be a better me. I'm a vet with the letter E, you better be nicer than the hype, or you won't touch this mic tonight. You see the disconnect, is you rapping and you want this connect, that you approach with some disrespect, to open the door to mediocre flows, instead of asking me for knowledge to grow. You ready to blow, dumb as a cornfield, in the hot sun corning, then chop down with no warning. Vinyl or Serato, just make sure the DJ is nice, and order my wife a bottle of Moscato. Good look for the mic model. Young spitters see pops as a life model. In the caddy, boom back. It's Pop Do, been there, done that. Who that? It's Pop Do, real talk, no cut, straight up. It's Pop Do, don't sleep, you'll get lit. It's Pop Do, get knowledge, hood college if you want. See Pop Do, architect and respect for the corner. It's Pop Do.
Right now, hard as hell, writing sound bites. Superman raised the sound away from me. Through my blood, of course. For the crews that was and the crews who will be. Man, glorious. Denomination of commonly modern.
monstrous caution blew the unit sensation. Fucking with your theology like Darwinism in the Bible Belt. When I felt demagogish, organ split could abolish. You haven't heard the foggiest fucking fact about Al-Dash, hovered uncorrupted, hovered above the gun is obstructed. Miss me just as I constructed. The fashion of the fire was friendly as instructed. I'm not trying to get flighty 800. Homosexual MCs receive 5 mics in bizarre world, where cold flow is a new pop sensation. The heavy high 9-7 rotation, call them as I smell them. The jukes that shook Pelham. 3, 2, 1 contact, I'm black, definitively not black, got it made. You fight to march in the St. Patrick's Day parade. Call what I thought not, dickhead. Don't spill another seed, slip vasectomy. How hard did that erection be now? They hit me before the case go to trial. 12 monkeys in a box without a witness to the style. And punkies on the cops, they're delicious, non-stop. Aggravated hemorrhoids burn like THC to fish and weed crops. Independent as fuck, dissolve senses. You don't apply to my beautiful arrangement. I could range from cop killer to rapist to presidential assassin if I chose, simply for the sake of the derangement. But I don't, and pull the specs on my non-technologic pre-produce for lesson. The tune caress tunes of the legends. Exhume carcass, the markets, it's my honor. For any code reverse to turn loose on my brethren. Justify my simple ammo with some loving. Upmost closed circuit, forced to tickle Elmo till he pissed in his little britches. My two talkative hemispheres may appear to act together, considerately hitting these switches. Left side directs pestilence in disguise as dialects. Right side locates and entertains the nearest clitoris. Soul blade, the host flows tyrants. Close to ultraviolence, design bent, disrupted the alignment. I'm born in napalm programs that gas context. Consumption, people's niggas, caffeine regime, MSG, fluorocarbons, monoxide perspective sets you free. It's a voice sooner hell sets a drip. Comply with exaction when coke removes fits up. El Producto, spoke of Carl Oswald.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah. Can I talk to you about that? Yeah, I see you. Like in my old posts. Like 5 in a row. Whoa. No shade, that's human nature. We some scrolling ass souls. Factory settings of the bones. You wanna get up out the cold? I'm trying to read up on your codes, yo. I'm trying to read your whole love language from set of stone. Like, I don't know what's set in stone or what's yet to be shaped and molded. All I know is we all got here kidding with the own get. Hibernating on the low like a polar bear. Golden gloves, yeah, I own a pair. Guard up, trust issues, installing the muscle tissue. My low hands go deep, it's cool if your trunk rattles too. By divine design or by products of the Jurassic. You a rare artifact and that's all facts. How you gonna let your own hater brain battle rap you? That's how they condition us little crabs in imperial buckets. It'll have the strongest blood pump, feeling like fuck it. Have me chasing gear, feeling like I'm stunting. She said get at me when you rockin' the means of production. I was showing them my gear. She was all about some real gear. Okay. Are we even speaking from inside? I feel we really talking. She like you don't say. Oh, you and I were just talking. Damn. Yeah, I was thinking. An archaeologist in the DeLorean couldn't get harder than that.
Summer velocity affects cortex on access, propelling from projects, neutron inquisitive, splitted spheres beyond the primitive, mindset definitive, disaster, run off weird explosions of a psychic nature, achieving photocopy shadow silhouettes, black jet plaster, leaving a foul taste in my chop castor, oil serum, debunked every theory, spoiled every theorem, I construct from eczema, abstaining from eczema, I'll conduct my dream eczema, maintaining global cement, I'll Rex newcomers, who's number 9, transcend feather shine, one day when the sun's dim, my one bright moment friend as I rise, unworldly itching, I notice my dubs bitching about my dimes, but I know that someday I'll live off this rhyme, and depending on how you like it, I can live a long time, but if not, I might drop dead right on the spot, sped off hot, running red light, when I know I should stop, to a screeching halt, flipping, burning scratches I caught when I landed on asphalt, but I got right back up and I walked and ran and drove and flew and teleported and transmutated and stalked the dimensional view, and lined and chalk on mics and MC or 200, but I couldn't recoup my budget, so back to the drawing board with your whack curmudgeon to the dungeon, with any fools who be sponging my sword, his pen I lunge an abdomen, you fall, I take all, I just had to win, I'm building for my children in my field and trying to shield them from worldwide whackness, with continental chiropractics, you scratch my back, it's my turn to make concern to match this bloodshed, lust and glory, I tell stories of people's expeditions through human conditions, transmission soaring, eyes bloodshot, gushing, roar, euphoria beyond mediocre, these mediocres are glorious, this is my concussion and blood clot coming to get me, I am on the air, they're medium on me, over-based, graffiti stroke.
Yo, you tell too many lies for me, I'm hip to you, screw ya. One time or another, see, I thought that I knew ya. I brought you to a level that you would never ever see. OC doubly, toasted bubbly, treating you lovely. So, what be the cause of you seeing another man? Didn't I tell you stop hanging out with that whole friend? She's bad news, plus she's the cause of my blues. You act as if she's the man buying you garments and shoes. What's up with that? Come on, baby doll, explain to me. I gotta know, what's the effing reason for playing me? His shalom must be thick, must be stronger, must be good, must be a whole lot longer. If not that, then yo, I don't know. You get an award for the best actress playing a role. Your one last chance to advance with me. Sitting quiet on your ass, why don't you answer me? I guess not, so you stab my heart with a knife. I thought you was my wife. You're nothing but stress in my life. It's killing me softly.
What's next? What's next? What's sex in the butter? What's next? What's sex? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's sex? What's next? What's sex in the butter? What's next? What's sex? What's next? What's sex in the butter butter?
This is for closed caption under candlelight, dripping sex wax horizontal when the texture's right. Butter her body and bubbling brown sugar. She's a Venus traveler, unraveling lavender. Melt more melodic in the magic motion. We keep a heavy heart racing, tasting while space coasting. Top floor towers, let it tip off. Got more flowers, let them steam off.
What's next? Your crock pot melting. Just don't wanna beat to you something else. I'm Elton off your Kama suit with Playboy lapel. Inhale the G-By. Grab a Tina Turner out, blindfold as braille body art. The bumps around your nipples reading. Tease me, search me, open your eyes. We gon' ride the wave till your body shake. Don't fall off my board. If you're bored, then sex text me. Have your ball off the photograph. Sunny Kush melody. What's next? What's sex in the butter? What's next? What's sex? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's sex? What's next? What's sex in the butter? What's next? What's sex? What's next? What's sex in the butter?
Free for the fantasy, the fantasy, the fantasy, the fantasy, the fantasy.
Damn, I got these bitches on lotto. Damn, I got these bitches on lotto. They drag me in the house and then they lotto. They fighting for the #1 spot though. I got these bitches on lotto. Damn, I got these bitches on lotto. They drag me in the house and then they lotto. They fighting for the #1 spot though.
Man, I got, damn, I got, and I got. Cause man, I've got, and I clock. That man are cleaning up now. Cause man are cloths, and a man are ops. But I don't do it animosity. Cause the man are soft, man are cough. Throw a spanner in the works now. Straight shot, man are box. Pull my sword that is stone. Camelot, I'm a Hannah's house. And the hammer in the Hannah got. When the hammer drop, she likes to hold my hand a lot. Look, Hannah, stop. And my manner was kinda digital and analog. And I got.
Damn, I got these bitches on lock, though. Damn, I got these bitches on lock, though. They drag me in the house and then they lock, though. They fighting for the number one spot, though. I got these bitches on lock, though. Damn, I got these bitches on lock, though. They drag me in the house and then they lock, though. They fighting for the number one spot,
You know, when we see the ocean, we figure we're home. We're safe. We're free. That's how I feel every Wednesday when I hear Rock Phenom's music. Like, you know,
in the ocean,
chilling, like shrooming at the beach or some shit.
That's nice.
Speaking of shrooms, how are those shrooms, guys?
Amazing.
Are you feeling good?
Nice.
Are you vibing?
Hell yeah.
Right. These are different from
Dusty in the chat.
These are different from the albino ones. The albino ones make you start thinking, like all philosophical, and you start seeing shit.
Yeah, I became a philosopher.
That's the kind of shit you want to take when you want to go like on a journey and try to figure out an equation and shit. You know, these ones are more like for fun time, party time.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways,
that don't make sense, bro. You're not selling me on them.
I want to give
we're gonna try them tomorrow. On Friday, I mean.
That's what I'm worried about.
We're all gonna do an eighth.
I might have to go look for my own source.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
That would be a bitch move.
That was a bitch move. That would be a big bitch move.
Big bitch move.
Big bitch move.
Got better
and then I would have to kick you in the nuts.
For real. What if I bust out bio piece envy?
Anyway, I want to give a quick happy birthday shout out. Shout out to Pharrell. Happy birthday, Pharrell.
Damn.
For real?
For real?
How we stay so young?
For real was Pharrell's birthday?
For real?
Yep, for real.
What's up with that Yosemite hat Sam had? What the fuck? What villain is he from Dick Tracy?
It looks like the container I used to make my ganja butter.
What the fuck? Whose mama did he jack that from? He took off all the feathers.
Yeah. It looked like his hat.
Also, happy birthday shout out to Kid from Kid and Play.
He fucked Gina.
Go boy, go get him.
The movie, he fucked Gina.
Thank God for somebody did it, because Martin
Before
was
she was
down.
the mess of the
Gina?
internet right now.
Gina.
You know today she's like
she's like 100. She's like 100.
No, she's
I'll still fuck her though.
She's catching heat from the internet right now.
I don't give a fuck. I'll still let her suck my dick. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Happy
but you have no
birthday
standards for that.
I have low standards. I don't care.
It's harder to get in Disneyland than suck your dick.
Happy birthday to Diamond D.
Very true.
Diamond D.
Happy birthday, Didi. Technically, I could say that Didi, Diamond D. Who's rolling Cornelius?
That's the dude that I get a lot of these birthdays from. Happy birthday to DJ Polo.
Polo.
Did he create the Polo line?
No, he was Cool G Raps DJ.
Okay. See, that's why you're my hip hop guru, fool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Hey, by
back
the way,
in the day, it was always
these are
Cool G
dope.
Rap and DJ Polo.
Check out these magnets by the Packing Conjure show. Ooh.
That's right. That's right.
You pass them out or what?
I already did.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Now it's time for my segment.
There he goes again.
You gonna send one to your partner?
All right. Well. Okay, I'm a little impressed. Okay, you know, it looks like he will be going to trial.
But he won't go to jail, I bet you.
I bet you he won't, though.
Damn.
You know, but I'm impressed with this far.
Not on this one, but he's.
You think he's eventually gonna go?
It was not on this one, but he's under investigation for several things, and this is just one of them. He's under investigation under several minor things and 3 major things. So, and this is only a small one.
He's already pled not guilty to 34 charges.
Yeah.
Are any of those
this one,
included?
in this thing. No.
Also, there's a whole different one.
Yeah, there's an investigation going on in Georgia about the voting. That's a whole different thing. And then there's also the investigation in
the Russian
for the files that he hid in Mar-a-Lago. for that.
I heard about that.
And
Yeah.
then there's the investigation for his business practices.
Oh, so there's more felonies
New
besides
York,
those
right?
34 that he'll be facing.
No, those the 34 for this case, for this thing alone. That's what I'm saying. This is like small pickings. He might have another 34 in the other one. He might have another 50 in the other one.
Oh, shit.
Just because you have 34 is like every little thing. Like, let's say, okay, you allegedly sell me something that's illegal, right? Well, every time you sell it to me, that's a count. So you have 20 counts that they could prove that you've sold me something illegal. That's 20 counts right there. Boom.
Yeah.
You just got 20. You've been accused of selling.
Count Chocula status.
Yeah. So that's what they mean by that.
One purchase.
But the other
two
shit that
purchase.
he's gonna go down for, this is just gonna add on to it. But whatever.
He's gonna go. He's eventually will go to jail though. I think so.
I don't know about that
Man,
either.
Maybe when he goes. Maybe when he goes. That time when he goes to jail, he'll
I
commit
think at
suicide.
the most he's gonna get some kind of. At the most, probably some time served and maybe house arrest at the most.
Not
but
even
I don't
that.
know because
time served and a fine.
Yeah. Damn. Maybe a monitor.
Nah.
But I don't think so. Because
they're gonna have an ankle monitor on the president.
Yeah, he's gonna be the next president. Let's be honest.
No, but I'm saying, like, former president. He's gonna have an ankle monitor. That's just nuts. Bro.
But he's the first to actually former president to face criminal charges.
Yeah,
that's
He's
wild.
the first person to ever be arrested ever. He was actually arrested.
That's what he just
It's
said right
considered
now.
arrested. Shut up, fool.
All right.
Look,
He just turned himself in.
Even he didn't know that.
No, did he just turn himself in?
No, he turned himself in, but he was arrested. He's still considered being arrested.
Okay, but I'm talking about getting cuffed up and.
That was part of the deal. He wasn't.
That's the one thing that they gave him a privilege on is they
didn't cuff him.
They didn't cuff
turned
him,
himself
and they didn't do a mugshot.
He surrendered.
Exactly.
And
They thought.
But he was under arrest.
They thought they were at least gonna get.
Yeah, technically you're under arrest, but
yeah. He
did. And that's why people are celebrating because oh shit, he was arrested. But but it's funny because he was arrested, he was fingerprinted.
Yeah.
But after that, he was let loose. He went home.
Not let loose. I mean, he walked out. It's not like he jumped out the back.
Oh, of course, you know what I mean, fucker.
No, I know what you mean. But I was saying, I forgot what I was saying about that.
You're a
dickhead.
bitch.
Yeah, I am a bitch.
Yeah, but
But I love you.
What do you think about? See now, speaking of arrested, this is a person who really was arrested, and Donald Trump's attorney comparing Trump to Tupac, and then even Biggie.
That makes sense.
How?
I mean, he's
because he's a celebrity?
No, he's going against the government, right? He's saying what he wants.
Right.
He's doing what he wants.
Right.
He's putting him on blast.
But one thing I agree with what his sister said is
I don't know about Biggie, but Tupac at least.
That his sister?
No, his sister spoke up actually against it.
That's Tupac's sister?
No.
She's white.
No, that's the Trump's
That's
attorney
lawyer.
right there.
That's the attorney.
But
Hey,
Tupac's
we gotta get our
she actually, what she said was that no, because Tupac is actually faced responsibility and took responsibility for his actions. Trump hasn't. Tupac also faced responsibility even into his death. Trump hasn't. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of difference. Tupac came from just coming up. You know what I mean? On his own, like a self-made. Trump wasn't that. He grew up in.
Wait, are you saying you don't believe Trump?
Huh?
Are you saying you don't believe Trump when he said?
No, I'm saying he's not Tupac. That's just my bees. And I mean, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I think, you know what I mean? And the idea that his sister actually also spoke up against it was also, you know what I mean? Just even more to approve of it. You know what I mean? Just because you're famous, and just because, you know what I mean? I mean, so what? You know what I mean? A lot of privileged people.
What does
have been
Camel
to jail.
think? I want to know what Camel thinks.
I think
just
fucking
because you're
Tupac.
somebody's sister, who gives a fuck what she thinks?
I think Tupac's a thug, and this was a bully. That's what the
And see, this is the difference. Tupac was arrested. Tupac actually was slammed on hoods and beaten down and cuffed up. Trump wasn't. Trump was actually able to go in and surrender. That's the difference with Tupac.
We don't know how Trump grew up. We don't know if he got slammed on hoods and all thug life.
Drake's a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
He has a MAGA hat inside his house.
He does. You know.
Dre's just.
I'm just talking shit.
He's just baiting you, fool, and you're falling for it. And you're falling
exactly
for it.
what he's doing.
You're falling for it, fool. Don't fall for it.
Hey, no, but
God damn it, you know better.
For real, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Don't fall for it, Paragon.
I found a good one. There was where it says might get arrested again, something like that.
Damn.
MAGA, I forgot it was.
What was that group
You been thinking of pepper spray
What was that group you were in high school? It was Chencha?
Mecha, no, that was in college.
Oh, yeah,
Chonchis? Choncha?
Hey.
Chicharron?
Chicharron?
Oh, you know, I should have
Chicharron for the choncha.
But see, there's two generations.
I'm scared. I'm actually scared that he might be president again, and we're gonna have another 4 years of mayhem, bro. Because it was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
it was fucking nuts. Hasn't it been quiet more or less for like the last 4 years? Like, you know what I mean? Like 3 years, whatever.
I hope.
It's just been going so bad under Biden that people are like.
I know. I'm not happy with that guy either.
Yeah, none of us are.
What if Michelle Obama runs?
I want Obama back.
We all wanted Obama.
I'll take Michelle.
You said butthole? We all wanted a butthole?
I take butthole.
Why you gotta hear, shit like that? Like,
butthole.
what's that about you? It's on your mind.
Hey, take this
buttholes.
butthole.
Like, come on, man. Why you gotta be thinking?
Are you
about
down?
It? Right here, we're talking about Obama, and
there's
you're
nothing wrong with licking
about
buttholes. As long as it's a clean butthole.
Smell it first.
Come on, man. You asking me about Obama, and then you just think about buttholes.
Yes, this sucks. Hey, but if Michelle Obama runs, obviously she win for sure. For sure. I mean,
come out and save this motherfucker.
Is there any chance that
she doesn't want to run?
I know exactly she doesn't want to run.
She doesn't want.
But is there any chance that she would run?
No, just to save us.
Nah, not even.
Obama can't run anymore.
I wouldn't. He can't.
No,
I wouldn't. He could be vice president. That's not against the rules. He could do that.
See, that's what he could do. He could endorse somebody to be president, and then look.
But that was the thing.
I'll endorse you. Just make me your
that was the
vice
joke.
president.
There was like President Biden should run for president, and Obama should be his vice president. And that was a fucking hilarious joke.
That would be.
That would have been fucking awesome if they would have been down for that shit.
Something can happen to Biden. Kamala Harris becomes president. And she endorses Obama
Kamala
to be
Harris
vice
has let
president.
down a lot of people too, so it's not too much different.
No, I'm talking about fucking Obama being able to come back right now.
No, he can't.
He can't.
He's
done.
Stupid.
No, as vice president.
He can't.
If Kamala Harris becomes president, he could be her vice president.
That's it. He's done, right?
No, he's done.
Never again.
You just said he could be vice president.
Yeah, he could have ran, but he can't just. She can't just pick him. She has to pick another. Like I think, like I don't know if you can pick a.
That's a good question. Like he was ready to say something like that. Is a good question. Hold on. I give it to you, Becky. Woo! Hell yeah! Hell motherfucker! Yeah.
But that was
tongue twisting
All
moment.
right, are we done? Because we're almost getting done. And I got my set.
Yes, that's my segment for.
That would have been dope if Biden would have ran president and Obama was vice. Oh my God, that would have been perfect because Biden, as soon as he would have died, it'd be like President Obama's back.
President Obama.
That's true.
This is the closest. I've been lacking on my videos. I guess it was because I'm still feeling that March vibe, and I was going easy on all our guests because they're females, and I don't want to gross them out.
That's all good, man.
You know what I mean?
You can gross us out, man.
On the days that we're about to eat too, we could have had food.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
that's how nasty it was. I mean,
Yeah,
this is pretty
what's up
savage.
with the chefs? You guys said we're gonna have food, and then we had.
Yeah, that's what happened, bro. What the fuck?
You couldn't do it.
I don't know, man. But check this out.
Nutter butter cereal.
He was actually
You guys believe in
sound half bad.
You guys believe in luck?
Right?
Let's lower the music. I want you guys to hear this.
Let's see.
Watch this.
Lucky.
How fucking lucky is that shit?
That fool's lucky, dog. Super lucky.
That was sitting. He was just sitting in the back of the truck.
He's like, I'm gonna play a little Nintendo. He's playing over here in the little Game Boy or some shit, or
like, oh
on
my
his phone.
God.
Just like that,
The fact he got up and everything, he's good. He's so lucky.
You hear somebody in there and go, damn.
I be saying it too.
Watch, pay attention. You hear me? Goes, damn.
into another.
Damn.
Damn.
Now, I know. The only person here that has kids is me. But I think this is the only reason I thought it was funny. But if it was my kid that did this, oh, wow, I will whoop his ass.
Oh,
What is that? A kid shot his mom in the ass with a Nerf gun while she was painting.
I call bullshit.
Now, what would you do?
I would beat his ass.
Beat his ass? Yeah.
I call bullshit.
You'd beat his ass.
Yeah.
You savage.
Yeah. I will fucking pile drive his ass on his bed.
Fake.
Yeah.
Fake.
Choke slam.
Fake ass video.
Of course, but I'm just saying, my kid ever did that. For real.
Look
Come
at
on, fool.
that.
Don't ruin my shit, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Look at that. Look at that.
All right. Do you guys think this hairdo is sexy?
You like chicken. What you want? What you want? You want egg roll?
That's a
What
fucking
you like?
hairdo.
What you like? Get out the line. Get out the line. What you want? What you want? You want chicken fried rice?
That's
You
racist
want, you want chicken
too.
fried rice? You like?
That's a
you
black
like
girl.
Chicken. What you want?
And that's
What you
racist,
want?
isn't it?
You want egg roll?
If she got
What
down,
you
she could
like?
pull it off. What is that, like a Halloween?
Like I'm saying, like I think it would be more funny if she didn't do the racist funny voice and shit.
I don't know if it's racist.
What you
I mean, I don't know if
Get
it's
out the
sexy,
line.
but I
Get out
know
the
it
line.
makes
What you
me
want?
hungry.
You're stupid.
It's delicious, is what it is, though.
If you say it makes me hungry.
I know. I was planning just
Oh
to
my
sleep
God.
after this. I was like, let's get
It's
some
definitely
munch
racist.
on.
The fact if that's not
It just
really
has a taste of racism.
yeah, it's definitely does.
A taste.
That's racist.
Is that because it's
A little
food? Are you
spice.
saying
A
'cause
little
it's food?
spice to me.
Because it's food?
That was it. That's all I had.
Being the Asian delegate.
Papitas.
What you want? I thought it was a trip. Well, I've never seen a hairdo like that turn into a fucking Chinese dish and shit. I wonder if she used real soy sauce to fucking glaze that hair up.
Imagine, dude. She's gonna smell nasty.
Oh
and
my
shit.
god! What if that was real shrimp in there?
Then that's disgusting. Actually, I think that's they're just her stench. I don't think she showered.
And one thing about shrimp though, hey, you gotta make sure that shit is deveined because if you eat the motherfucking shrimp with the vein still in it, you're eating the shrimp with shit. You're eating shit.
But you like shrimp,
Well,
right?
but it's some good
I
shit.
make sure that shit's deveined.
But you like shrimp, right?
Not anymore. I'm
It's
picking
some
out.
good shit.
It's
though.
alright.
I'm picking.
We seasoned it well.
That's all. Whenever I go to
cockroach of the sea.
Whenever I go to boiling crab and
That's what I
shit,
heard.
whenever I go to boiling crab and shit, I just order the fucking fried chicken sticks.
Okay.
But and I do,
but
but I have to devein it. No, okay, so I'll devein it. I just hate the fact that I have to do the deveining.
Fuck it.
You're the
eat it.
fucking restaurant.
Just eat it.
Clean the poop out of the fucking shrimp.
Just eat it.
But you know what?
y'all
You know
fuck
what?
with-
Only shrimp is actually the cockroach of the sea. Script? Now that's something else.
Tell
That's like a step up.
Tell him what script is. Tell him.
Script.
Tell
That's
him.
that real shit.
Tell him.
Script.
Tell him. People want to know what it is.
What is it? I want to know.
You see, even Cameron doesn't know.
Actually, yeah. Like, what the hell is it?
Yeah, it's that real shit.
The
Sounds
real
like the step up. So instead of the cockroach, it's more like you know the field mouse. Not even a city rat, but a field mouse.
So it's a little bigger.
Paragon, it's a fucking rat mouse and shit. It's a giant mouse mixed with a Muppet.
It's a little cleaner, you know what I mean?
That's why I call him a
You're
Muppet.
bougie, fool. That's all I gotta say. I mean,
Fuck you, Paragon.
you're bougie.
What's up?
I am bougie.
You are bougie,
Devain
yeah.
shrimp. Fucking.
Fuck, man. I don't want to eat a shrimp full of caca.
Yeah. Why?
Hater.
Why not? It might get you high.
Hater. Yeah.
That's why you gotta watch those shrimp cocktails. The spots,
It's just nasty, bro.
right?
Hey, can I get some extra
I'll
wash?
fuck with
Can I get some extra
straight from
caca in
the-
my shrimp?
Extra
Shrimp
caca, por
cocktail.
favor.
Yeah.
This shrimp does not have enough caca. Can I have some more?
Hey,
please?
what is this? I asked for mierda. What
I always
is that?
thought it was
I wanted
soy
more
sauce
caca
flavor.
than shrimp. Come on now.
Wait, but that wasn't like a little flavor they just put in there.
No, you just fucking
Little
devein
flavor
it. Like
put in.
you cut it with your fucking fork
Oh,
or
this whole
little
time I
knife
thought
and-
it was just a little a splash of some flavor.
No,
Okay.
so what you
It's
do?
pretty good.
So what you do is you
That's
cut.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
So what you do is when you cut the
I
tip,
know what to do.
you cut the tip, and then you put it
That's
in
what
your
she
mouth and
said.
blow on it, and the shit flies out.
Come here.
Where does
Come here,
where does it fly
come here,
to?
hey waiter! I want you to smell something. Why didn't you devein my shrimp, bitch?
You know
God
what?
damn it!
Someone got me with a joke like that with crab legs.
I am. We already established that. Fuck, man.
Someone got me with a joke
I
like
love
that
you,
back
Dre.
in the
I love
day
you.
when I was like 18 or 19. My first time I went to Vegas, I had crab legs the first time.
crabs?
I know the crab legs. Yeah, they told me that I could blow it out.
It's
Like,
an interesting story.
Oh shit! He blew it out. What?
But that's what he told me I gotta do.
So what happened?
They're like,
Who caught
why
it?
you gotta tell Marcos? You know he was gonna do that. Like this motherfucker never been here. You don't know.
So who caught it? Who caught this meat that flew
I
out?
forgot who. You know who? I think BNat was there.
Oh my god!
Shouts out to the homie BNat, but shouts out my old school 437 homies.
Bro, that's just
They gave you crabs.
They gave you crabs.
Nah,
You
they
got-
just
that's how you-
convinced me to.
It was a hooker. It was a hooker that gave you crabs, huh? It's almost time for us to get out of here. We have 2 minutes before Dre kicks us out. Usually Dre's like Mr. Burns. Once it hits 8 o'clock, he releases the hounds.
Oh shit! Run.
And when I say hounds, it means the stray cats in the back.
Yeah,
No, they're so cute.
They have rabies.
No, but I sing the song to them that who's that cat? Who's that cat? And they actually trip out on me. And they just
Oh,
kinda start singing.
imagine what they're thinking. Oh, he wants to test me. I'll show you who
I'll
this
show
cat
you
is.
this,
And like, oh no, these cats are wild.
Hey yo, Camo. Where can they find you, bro? And tell them about Selfish Hour.
We just had an episode last night, which with Why We Live, and they're really cool cats. I met them in person for the first time, and yeah, they look like some gangster cholos right there, huh? Yeah, just yeah, that's pretty much.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, and it was real cool, real cool crowd, and we have it next week as well, next Tuesday, with Liberty. With Liberty, we have already ready and prepared and stuff. So.
Nice.
So can't wait to meet them in person as well. And thank you guys again for letting me come here and join you guys right here in the adventure. I like this episode a lot, you know.
Do you want to give your sponsors a shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Nightflare.la, Yoli Edibles, Multi Productions, Scar Closing Los Angeles, The Sweet Life Extract, Vicio Studio, Hungry Hustler, Familia, and Don Juan's Dulces, man.
Yeah.
Packing Ganja Show right here, Super Audio Network, man. Thank you guys so much. Right here.
Yes. Paragon, where can they find you at?
Marcos Paragaja, Facebook, Instagram,
these mushrooms are
or
beautiful.
by the ocean. When I figure I'm home, I'm safe, I'm free.
That's right. That's right.
Rock for now. Do you want to smack Paragon and then tell him what?
Yes.
Where can they find you?
Rock for now. Linktree. Yeah, Linktree.
I'm just having a good time.
Hey, you can find me on Facebook again. I finally got a hold of my one of my Facebook.
All right.
El Pinche Paki.
Wow, you on Facebook? I haven't been on Facebook in
Yeah, I haven't
years.
checked my shit either, though.
Instagram Paki Chan, and I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing porn again.
Alright, cool.
Again, gay porn.
Back to
Lesbian gay porn. Cause I'm a lesbian. I like pussy.
Okay.
Next week, our guest hasn't been finalized, but I will let you guys know. Hopefully, we do get a guest. If not, then we're gonna probably have Kama back again.
I'll be here.
What about a foodie?
I'm in talk with some. I'll let you know when we're done with this. You know. All right, we're out of here, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
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 So.